everybody. Welcome to this month's Trainertainment birthday webinar. And we are going to be talking about birthdays today. So are you guys ready for birthday season is the big question. It's just around the corner, right? So first, before we get started today, I can't go any further without welcoming or thanking our sponsors, Simnox, Redemption Plus, and Betson. We couldn't do this and bring this to you guys without them, so we want to thank them so much for being sponsors and partnering with Trainertainment. So a little about me. My name is Sonia. I have been in the industry for 20 years now, and I have worked in operations and run multiple birthday parties, held lots and lots and lots of birthday parties. So now you know about me, I want to hear about you. So in the chat box, if you're here, if you can just tell me who you're with, where you're from, I'd love to hear about you. Danielle Walker. Hi, Danielle. How are you? Glad that you're here today. Who else we have here? Rebecca from Palace Social, events manager at Fun Lab, and Blaine. Oh, nice. Amanda, Fiesta Village. Jenna, Tabitha. What is it? They're going quick on me here. Sorry. All right, guys. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad that everybody's coming in, logging in. Hi, Christy. Good. Glad that you're here today. So today we are going to talk about birthday parties, like I said, and we are going to talk about, since they're right around the corner, like taking a high level view of birthdays, right? So about the products that you have, the people, the processes, and the party experience, because we know all those things are going to be really important, right? So let's talk about youth parties, teen parties, and adult parties. Okay, so our suggestion is to have 3 different kind of offerings because we think that there's different needs for different age groups, right? And so our suggestion is that you would focus on the younger kids, like in smaller sizes, right? A smaller size party, they need food and play stuff to do. Goodness, sorry about that. I don't know where that froze up there on me. And then a party host. And the party host is really essential for this age and can make or break a birthday party, right? So that interaction part of it with can be just part of the experience, not just like what the you know, the main offering is. It can really amp that up, ramp it up. And then birthday parties for teens. And we say for our teen parties, we call those VITs, the very important teen birthday experience. And so they can be a different size birthday party. Is anybody here on the call host and had luck with teen parties? You can just type it in the chat box if you're currently offering a teen offering. We do have teen oriented parties. Thank you, Amanda. Looking to start those. That's awesome. We don't have the package live yet. Yeah, I think that those are a little different, right? Because they're not going to need necessarily the party room kind of experience as what like a little kid would be. Like they're not going to need to be led as much. They're not going to need you to be with them every moment of that. So they're probably like a small group, and then like an all-inclusive kind of thing, because they want to do a lot of the attractions, right? And then you need a server for those, not necessarily just an interactive hostess. Like you don't need a party host to be with them at all times to walk them through all the events. They'll pretty much do the event on their own once they're out there. Like they don't want somebody to oversee them as much in the team. And then we also think that the other is birthdays for adults. Everybody has a birthday celebration, and I think we don't take enough advantage of this. When an adult is calling to make a reservation for a group, sometimes we just fit them into a group package, right? And we don't ask enough questions. So a great way to do that is to ask things about, are you celebrating anything? I think if a group of adults on a Friday night come in, it's also an opportunity. And then what about your people? Do you have a party champion? Who here has party host or a party coordinator? Party host is perfect. And I think, again, like I said, this could be really important, right? I think some centers here will be big enough to have an actual party host. Some won't be, right? Like some you are having to do multiple, but it's really about the communication piece of it. Are you doing a check-in with the party so that they know all the things that they're doing, where they need to be at all times, what's happening next, right? Because if you don't have that, a lot of times what happens is like moms or party parent doesn't really know what's going on. And so they jump in and start taking over, right? And that's one thing that we hear a lot is that they're like, oh, the mom didn't want me to serve the pizza, or the mom didn't want me to do the present. But a lot of times that's because mom just isn't aware and doesn't know, right? So the best thing to do is to make sure you have like a scheduled out process of all the things that they need to be doing, and the training about the interactions in the room. If they need to leave the room, that they're checking in with the guests and letting them know. But it takes training and follow up. So it's always important too, like if you have party hosts and you get them trained, is like that you're doing check-ins on them, that you're making sure that they are doing a great job, and that they're communicating and entertaining the guests. Like once they're in the party room, they have an opportunity to really interact with those kids. They can play games to use time if they're waiting on the pizzas or things like that, to really make it interactive and fun, instead of just like being that person on the wall, like I'm here, I'm letting this party happen, right? Like have those people that are really in charge and like to deliver that fun experience. And then the birthday parties, like the big thing too is like that party host can interact with the people that are there, right? So it's a great marketing tool for you, because one child has booked their birthday party, and they're able to, now you have an audience, right? So they have 6, 10, 12 kids with them, 20 kids with them, and you're able to really interact with all of the guests so that those kids feel special and want to come back there and have their birthday party, right? Because they'll be like, oh, Joe was treated so great. I want to come and have my birthday party here so that I can be treated that way. So now you have access to all their friends and all their parents. Training your host to talk to the other guests too, other moms. Oh, do you guys come to parties here very often? Have you ever done a birthday party here? So that interaction can be really helpful to your business if they're trained and to interact with all the guests. And then when we talk about the process, we think that the training process of sales is really important, right? So stop telling your birthday parties. I think this is a common thing, is that we kind of have a script of what our birthday party packages are. Once we have like what our packages are, and we train our people to kind of, you know, the process like of what all is included in the birthday party. But there's a lot of great forums out there. If you go to Express Training or Express Training, there's a free 1-week training access to our Express Training, and there's some tools there of things that you can do for a birthday script about how to really customize it and how to stop telling the birthday party package, but actually start selling it, right? Like how they can ask the right questions up front, the things to listen to and qualify the customer to make sure that we're telling them the right thing. Because we all know that, like, we just talked about 3 different levels of packages. And if the kid is, 6 years old, we're not going to be offering them a teen party. So it's important that we're asking the right questions, and that we are able to connect the parent to the right process. So I'd love for you to go to trainertainment.net and look up Express Training. There's lots of good tools there for birthday party qualification. The BSQF, I think is what it's called. So, or E, sorry. It's the qualifications sales script there. So making the party pop. I know that there's been a lot of changes when the pandemic happened, and so a lot of people had to start making changes to their party packages, to their experiences. We've heard about like deliveries of parties or online parties for escape rooms. We've heard all kinds of things. So I'd love for you guys to share, like, what is something that you would have probably never done before, but you incorporated in your party package or in your offerings now, through that pandemic time, that now you've kept using, and you're like, man, I would have never done that. I'd love for you to share that in the comments. Anybody have anything that they're doing differently, or something that they incorporated as a temporary fix, but now are doing it all the time and feel like it was a great addition to their party packages? Anybody have anything? Here we go. Outside parties. What kind of we noticed that offering a go-kart tire as a gift helps sell a birthday party. That's interesting. That's a cool one. I hadn't heard of that. We do know, like in bowling, that they get a pin or something like that as well too. That's a great memory. What on the outside parties, Amanda? I'd love to know a little more detail. What do you guys have, and what do you do for an outside event? We do parties outside with 4 tables that oversee the park and the attractions. So that's nice. So you only did indoor parties before, and now you've moved it to do outside parties. Vivian, are you on? I know you're working with lots of clients and sales coaching. What are some of the things that you're hearing that people are doing that are different than what they were doing in the past? Have any that you could share?
I'm not sure if anything's really specific, but I know that a lot of the centers now are trying to differentiate themselves just a little bit, you know, in any possible way, like what she was saying about giving away that tire for if you have go-karts, you know, that would be something cool. You know, we've done that with bowling parties and those pins, but I think that right now, people are just looking for something that's just unique about their facility that they can do, whether it's like those outdoor parties, like she says, having them overlook the rest of your center. If you have any kind of mini golf or, you know, climbing or anything else that you do outdoors. I have one of our centers that has food trucks outside as well. So that is something that's unique, and not a lot of people are doing those outdoor food areas, you know, games. They're doing a lot of the cornhole games, just like good old fashioned games outdoors, outdoor volleyball included in there. So it just depends on your area and what can make you a little bit different.
Awesome. Thank you. So is there anything that you guys do that you think enhances your birthday parties that's different than some people in the area? Something that I know we've heard, you know, like Vivian was saying, different attractions, different things outside the realm, but like t-shirts, or is there I know people are, you know, constantly looking at ways to add value to their birthday party packages. Is there anything that you guys could share that you're doing currently that you feel like is a great add-on, or that the guests really enjoy and love in your center that they ask for specifically? We offer Fun Lab t-shirts. The kids can color the fabric markers. That's cool. And it's not just like a every other t-shirt, right? A customizable. I like that, Amanda. That's awesome.
Does anybody have any other really unique like giveaways that they're doing other than the t-shirts? You know, anything in their goodie bags, anything that would really make it different? You know, not the same stuff that we're used to seeing in those goodie bags, but is anybody else doing anything else that's really fun?
Elaine said they do a cupcake tree.
Oh, cool.
That's cool. Yeah, something different for cupcakes. I have heard of or seen where they had a leaf blower and it had toilet paper on it. And so they toilet papered the birthday kid, and they stood him up in front of everybody out front, toilet papered the birthday kid. And then all the other guests would be like, I want to be toilet papered. I want to be toilet papered. And they were like, when you have your birthday party here, that's something special that happens for you. So lots of guests were calling and saying, is this the place that toilet papers the kids? My kid wants to have their birthday party there so they can get toilet papered.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it became like the signature, and they wanted to have it. For one of our packages, we offer a 30-day pass after the birthday, just for the birthday child, to get them to return again. Well, that's an interesting concept too, because most of the time somebody doesn't just come by themselves or do one thing, right? We have personalized glow sticks and wristbands. Our birthday child gets to spin a prize wheel, but I want to come up with something more unique. I love the pass idea. Yeah, we've seen a lot of times too, like the that's funny, that spin the wheel thing. I've seen that where there was like they could win a can of Spam, something so little and so minute, but every person was like wanting to, like, that was more exciting than getting 1,000 tickets, is to win the can of Spam. Like every birthday party that went up, like everybody in the party was like chanting Spam, Spam, Spam. So they wanted so badly to get the Spam. And the birthday kid gets a free ice cream cone from our Dairy Queen with their birthday sticker. That's nice, something that makes them feel special, right? They usually come back with siblings, etc., and they spend money in the cafe. That's right, Kristen. So most of the time with any kind of passes, I know in my experience in operations, a lot of times the passes that we gave out, we didn't get a whole lot of those redeemed. But when we did, we tracked that, and there was always residual income based off that because they could bring a friend or a sibling with them. So it wasn't just them coming in and playing by themselves. We've seen a 2-for-1 coupon for like a return bounce back kind of thing for all the birthday gifts. I've seen that where they gave out the birthday child got like a free coupon, and then all the guests got a buy one get one so that they could come back and play another time to try to generate the return visit. We also know too,
back offers are really, really key there. With every party, I don't think you even need it. I mean, a lot of them don't even do like the gift bags, but they will do a bounce back offer to every single child that's in the party. And like you said, the birthday child can get something extra or a little bit more valuable included in there. We had a center that was just doing also, a kids meal for the child and a buy one get one free kids meal for the kids that came to the party, because again, that's also it's not a whole lot of money. It's cents on the pennies on the dollar there for doing those kind of promotions. You're going to get them in the door anyways and spend a lot more money. So
right, bring people back in. Is there how many people on here actually give a goodie bag? I mean, I'm always interested in this. Do you give a goodie bag with your experience, or is it an add-on? So if you type into the chat box for me, if you give one or add on, so I'd love to know. We have clients that are asking about that, and we give goodie bags for 2 higher packages, not for our basic package. We also offer an add-on, and we also have a return offer for those. We do not offer goodie bags, even as add-ons. We try and keep things simple. We give them with our 2 hours. Yeah, and I think from a consumer's perspective, as a mom that has done birthday parties for their child, a lot of times, like the goodie bag, for me, the enticing piece of it is it personalized to the event, right? Because for me, if it says your name on it, now it's advertisement for them when they walk away, even if it's like one of those rubber bracelets that has your name on it. For me, I feel like I'm going to add those on because those are memories that all those guests take away, right? So every time they look at their playing cards that have your logo on it, or the bracelet, or whatever I've seen some bags, those little drawstring bags, it makes them remember what a good time they had at their friend's birthday party, right? So as moms, we like that. So we're a lot more likely to add on those goodie bags whenever you can say, oh, it's personalized for it has our logo on it or something like that. I always feel like I as a consumer, I buy it a lot more. As we discussed working on goodie bags as an add-on, we no longer offer goodie bags either. What are people placing in the goodie bags? I like playing the card idea. What kind of, if you do have a goodie bag, what kind of items do you have in goodie bags now? I've seen where it's been like there's maybe 2 things that were logoed, and then a couple of little like poppers or those finger trap things. So not super expensive things. I mean, I think you're talking $5, kind of under $5 and under item. Maybe it has 5 to 7 little items in it. Does anybody know what they have in their goodie bags? A lot. Bee themed items, stamps, coloring books, a few other little things, and then a coupon for a party discount. Says we use pre-made bags and toys like slinkies, fun glasses, slap braces, and a few other items. Miscellaneous toys, candy, mini birthday flyers, free games of bowling. We used to have a coupon for a birthday party discount and small prizes. Yeah, I always think this is, and if you do have these, like, I think that's part of that sales and that add-on process, where a lot of times in the booking process, the mom might say, no, I'll just do goodie bags. If you're adding them on, if it is an add-on, I saw that a lot of times where they would be like, oh, I'll just add those on. And then when you do your confirmation call on Thursday or Wednesday night or whatever you do for the following weekend, it's always a great idea to ask if she would be interested in, I see here that when we spoke last time or when you booked, you weren't interested in the goodie bags. Would you be interested in adding those now? Because as a mom, right, like we plan and think that we'll do these things, and then we get down to the last minute and time runs out. So we're a lot of times I've seen where they're like, yeah, just add them on, or they'll turn around and, even the day of, if you having your party host, a note in your booking information that mom, was going to do her own goodie bags. And did she, that'd be a great check-in to see if she was able to actually get the goodie bags done, because there might be another opportunity. John, Violet says they're $2.75 is what they charge. I've seen up to $5 for an add-on. What other things in your birthday party packages do you guys? $3.50, I think. Thanks, Amanda. What other things besides like monetary things, what are you guys doing to recognize your birthday party person? So instead of just, the things that you give to take away to your guest or to the birthday child, what are some of the fun things that you guys have your party hostess do with them? I know there's all kinds of attractions on here, from bowling, skating, water park, all those kind of things. So tell me some of the things that you currently do to make your birthday person feel special. Is there anything that anybody does that might be a unique or something that they would be willing to share? Announce their name and play their favorite song. That's nice. That's personalized. We used to gather our super obnoxious staff to sing happy birthday, but we started running into staffing shortages, so we had to eliminate that process. I've seen things where the birthday person gets a sticker, and so every person in the building would know. There's some that you could like write their name on or something, and every person has to give them a high five or tell them happy birthday. Wristbands, Elaine saying, so that the birthday child, the staff can tell them apart and tell them happy birthday. I think that's great. Announcing their names and ages on loudspeakers to wish them a happy birthday. Glow in the dark button. Our hosts are with the party the whole time, and they get brought to each attraction. They get a light up sticker to wear during a party. I've seen that too, like where if it's something that they're running to, going to the attraction and the party host is taking them all over, like the party host makes a really big deal about if it's laser tag that Joe would get to put on. It's Joe's birthday and we want Joe, he gets to go first since it's his birthday. And they pull him up to the front of the line or the group, or if it's a big group of people, bringing Joe up front and announcing it's his birthday and putting on the pack or whatever so that they can go first. The host is a defender of the birthday child in laser tag. That's a good one. Birthday name tag personalized with their name. Yeah, so, and we know that anyway, as many times as we can say the birthday child person's name in a booking, as well as while they're there, the party host, those are also things, that communication piece, right? The more times that birthday party host communicates with the mom about like, we're so excited Joe's having his party here. It's Joe's birthday, Joe. And the more times it becomes like you're one-on-one with Joe, right? You're not worried about all the other birthday kids. Joe is the special moment. So I think that those are some really good ways that you can make sure that your host is tuned in and dialed into that birthday party, is to know, if they're handing them off to somebody else. I've seen where they go up and say, hey, here's Joe and all his friends. He's celebrating his 6th birthday, and introducing him. This is Steve, he's in charge of this attraction, and handing them kind of off to that, right? And then Steve's able to say, oh, Joe, happy 9th birthday. And then they're able to connect with them a little bit more as well too. Okay. Any other things that you guys could share about your enhancements of your birthday party packages? Are you seeing that your birthday parties are coming back strong? I know that we have experienced in the industry that business has been really good, but I wonder, I'm in Texas, so all different. How are your birthday parties, and are they have they come back strong? Violet says that they're very strong, that birthday parties have started booking. That's awesome. Is anybody else saying that their birthday parties are growing? Or is there anybody here who's having any struggles with their birthday parties coming back? Our party business has come back strong. We're pre-COVID levels 219. That's awesome. They've been a lot slower since June. Yeah, this time. So I do think too, that's a great point that Amanda made, since June. Like, we always kind of see like that little bit of a slag because you got summer. And so these are the slow months, but September is going to come, school's going to go back, and then we start picking up again. So I think if there's anything that you're wanting to change about your birthday party package, or any, tweaking, if you need to do another training with all your party hosts, like, this is a good time to do it in a little bit slower time, so that you can have it ready and be ready to, that we can be ready to jump right in whenever birthday season starts to ramp back up, right? Because there's always those kind of lulls of times right around Christmas where it's more corporate groups or adult groups than it would be the kids' birthdays. And so during the summer is a really good time to reevaluate. So Violet says, I do coaching with my birthday hosts once a month. That's awesome. I think that's super great. I know that I just got done working with a client, and I think that just like dialing it in and keep refocusing on it. They were talking about how they started seeing a great increase in their tips. I had a party hostess that were saying that they got $50 tips, and they had never gotten anything more than 20, usually 10. So they were super excited about all those little connection pieces. So if you have an opportunity to connect with the hostesses and make sure that they're, communicating, asking them, how were your parties? What was the best thing that happened at the parties today? What do you wish you would have done differently of all the parties that you hosted today? And really trying to connect with them. I'd like some tips on how to get our hosts to make more interactive with the parties. They haven't been doing that as well as I'd like. I do think that it's to have processes in place, right? So that they know what they're doing at all times. I think for me, it's easy for me to connect with a birthday mom because I'm a birthday mom, right? So I hold birthday parties and I host birthday parties when I worked in entertainment. So it was easier for me. The young people, a lot of times that are doing the parties don't have that experience. So I think anytime that you can share your experiences of how you handled things in a party room, what you've done to get them to, the parties to really have a good time and the best feedback you've got, and kind of share your experiences to build their experiences. And I think that, again, that process part, like if they know like the time schedule, like at this time we're doing pizza, at this time they're doing the birthday cake, and they kind of have it broke down in their mind. And then it's communication. And that's what I would always suggest, that you talk about, like that communication piece. How can they connect with the birthday kids? And then how can they connect with the parents? And then if they have the schedule of how to connect with the parents and to tell them all these things, then that kind of opens the door for them, right? And I do think that it goes off of their tips and so I think that the more interaction that they do, the better tips they will see. We have our party host follow up with an email to the parents of the party. We ask our host to take a picture of the party and send it to the parents in an email. I think that's great, right? Like if you can get like a group picture, I've seen that too, where they got all the kids together and then sent it, for the birthday kid to have after the fact, because then it reminds the mom of how much such a good time. We've also seen like the email. So I've also heard just recently too of somebody that has like a birthday card, and then they have a personalized, like the hostess or host will write something personalized in there, like a gift that they got or a score that they got during the play, and thank them. It's like a thank you note that they say something specific about them. And then it's a stamped envelope with their address already on it, that the person who did the confirmations did that. Like every kid loves to get mail. Like I don't know any kid that I can remember at Christmas time waiting for gifts to come, shipments or mail. And still the same thing now. My 13-year-old son, if I'll say, oh, you got, a card in the mail, he can't wait to go and open it and see what it was. The picture idea, we do need to get permission to take pictures. Do you use a camera or a phone? My suggestion is that you use a camera, because then if you're allowing your hosts to do that, then you're opening that can of they've got their camera on their phone, and they're probably going to be opening it and using it, and so it'll be harder to manage it. Rebecca says that they ask the parents first. I always ask permission before taking the photo. I think that we're a lot more desensitized to that than what we were. I think, again, that's that communication piece. Like, right, hey, I want to take a picture of your group and we'll send that to you. But then one of those other things is then you have to make sure that you're consistently doing that if you're telling a guest that you're going to send them something, right? Rebecca says they are using their phones now. So if you don't find it to be a problem, I just know that we're like, I hear that all the time, is how do we get them to be off their phones, right? But I guess if they're having them, then then at least we put them to work with them, right? So it says we work on better systems with these, but we also take video of our attractions. I heard about the venue posting pictures up on TV during the party room time. That's pretty awesome. I know that some of the big theme parks where they have all the pictures that you could buy, if there's a way that you can include one of those. We've also, go ahead.
Sonia, I was going to say, I had a venue also. They bought one of those little, and there's so many different brands now. The Instax, like the Instamatic cameras. They have the ones now that print out on like little sticker paper. You can make little frames. I actually helped one of them customize a frame for their pictures with their branding on it. And they were taking the pictures while the party was going on and just selling them as an add-on. They got a kid, one of the pictures for the birthday boy for free. And then if they wanted additional pictures, that would sell them during the party to the party mom. And a lot of the times they wanted them because those are instant, yes, they're not digital. So they're instant pictures that kids want to take home with them.
Right. Those memories are right then and there. I also know too, like the backdrop stuff, and we're talking about photos. Like I've seen that in a lot of locations now where they're having, all the selfie and Instagram and all the posts, TikTok, all those kind of things of having like an actual backdrop where you take all the birthday parties. And so that's something when you're selling a birthday party, even saying like, you know, we'll gather all the kids together and we'll take a photo to send to John after the fact. Like there's some ways that you could do it to let let her know up front. And then that way you're not sharing it all over your, your social media or whatever. But I mean, I have seen that as well too, where they say, hey, can we, we'd love to post your birthday party. And there's ways you can do that without necessarily getting the kids, faces, like taking a picture in the room and then posting it saying, happy birthday to John or whatever that would be. So, okay. So I would love to tell you guys that today we were just kind of talking about different things. So products, people, process, and then the party experience are really important. And so we are actually hosting a in-person conference September the 27th through the 29th in the North Richland, or actually, I guess it would be in Hurst, Texas. We are going to be at Alley Cats is where the conference will be held. So we'll be on site seeing a location. And then if you are interested in coming, there is a code here that you can use. You can go to trainertainment.net and you can use this code WEB50 to get $50 off the registration. We're going to be really deep diving into party hostess training and all the interactions and all the things that the party host can do to kind of ramp the birthday party. We'll talk about like the product, and we have a couple of tools of ways to build value into your birthday party package. And then we will really be focusing a lot on, do you have the right people in party host positions that can really elevate your birthday parties, right? Because we have all kinds of competition out there, and we want all the kids to want to have their birthday party with you, right? So there's opportunities to come to that if you guys are interested. And then we are, again, I want to thank our sponsors for Simnox, Redemption Plus, and Betson. And so if anybody else has any other questions, if you want to pose any questions in that you're looking to something you're working on or you're trying to fix, I'd love for you to type that in. There's people here from all different attractions and all different areas. If anybody could, if there's any questions you had that we might pose to anybody to help you out. I'll give it just a minute because I know sometimes typing takes a minute. All right, well, I don't see anything coming through. So thank you guys so much for joining us. If you guys have questions or we could help you in any way, please contact us. My email is Sonya, SONYA @Trainertainment. Here's our information that you can reach us. We have all kinds of online training manuals that can help with birthday host training or party training that I'd love to discuss with you, or if you're trying to work anything out. Elaine asked, does anyone have any suggestions for a small game to play during the downtime of parties? I know, Elaine, that we do something where just recently in a training, the pizza was coming late. So one of the little things, instead of getting the kids up and moving them all around, they stayed in their seats and they went around the room and they had to say something with the letter that started with their first name. So they would have to be like, my name is Sonya and Sunshine. And they would do different things that started with the first letter of their name. Also where it was little kids and they were having challenge. So on part of the room, and then like older groups. So then they started saying things about what's your favorite candy? And so everybody would go around the room and be like, oh, Kit Kat. And then kids would be like, oh, Kit Kat's my favorite. And then, so it just made it a fun interaction, but it kind of kept them in their seats. And then it made the time go by. So mom didn't feel like that it was, I've seen all kinds of things of like thumbs up, 7-up kind of things or something. Rock, paper, scissors, like literally the person across from them, they would do rock, paper, scissors. And then the people that won stood up and did a rock, paper, scissors contest. I would have you rather book that some of our hosts use. I'm sorry, Amanda. I have would you rather books. Oh, would you rather books. Gotcha. So asking like trivia questions or would you rather, that's a great one.
Name game also, any kind of dance games just to get them going and get them having fun. There's so many games on YouTube and on Pinterest that you could look up. I would suggest really going through and looking at some of those games. We have a lot of them also in the party host manual. And everything birthdays, there's a bunch of games on there as well. But on Pinterest, there's a ton. Start a list, really start a list. And pick like 3 or 4 that you could kind of get really, really good at. Don't do anything too complicated. You have to make it really simple that you don't really need anything else. And really just start, having that list for your party hosts.
So Amanda's saying, does anyone do a party package where they have a party room activity first and then they go do the attraction on their own after? I do know that we have a client that has that where they go into do the party room. So everybody's kind of together and they're collecting them there. And then once they've done their birthday party in that first 45 minutes, then they let them go. They have like an all you can play kind of band. And then they let them go after that to go and do whatever the attractions are. Amanda says we don't have any packages for that type of party, but we do host birthday parties that book a la carte. When they choose to book this way, they choose when they want their food delivered to their room, which at the time is after their activity. We still offer hosts with a VIP room rental. Otherwise, they're considered a walk-in and doesn't have a host assigned to their party. If they don't have a VIP room rental, they order their food as they walk in and not from our catering form. Gotcha. Oh, sorry, 50% off too. Let me go back. I don't even know why I said that. I guess I was reading. Thank you, JB, for letting me know that. So it does say $50 off.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be
50% off. Well, there you go. Even better than that. So if you use that coupon, it would be 50% off. So John says we have a flex party for the teens that lets them do whatever they want. They get $40 on their game card to use for game attractions. Then they have 30 minutes in the party room. Awesome. Yeah, I think it just depends on the time, the party flow time of what that is and what what the attractions are. I don't know that it matters where the party room is, right? Like sometimes if you're doing all the attractions and then trying to wrangle them back up into the party room, if you're not trying to get them out of your facility, I don't know that would make a huge difference if it works into what your time frames and makes it where you can turn parties, on a better rate than that. I don't think that would be. We like that for older kiddos and teens as they often want to do different attractions. Yeah, I see that too, John. All right. Well, I thank you guys for coming and sharing time with us today. We wanted to just kind of make you start to think about birthdays and what's going to be happening in the fall, right? Because right now we're kind of in that little bit of a lull and we're going to be getting into the birthday season. And so right now is the time to be focused on getting it all together. If you don't have birthday party packages, now's the time to do it, right? Get them together and start working on them. Elaine, when you were talking about the games, like I always loved asking my team members, like, can you think of a fun little game? Because right, if you get their buy-in and they come up with them, like what's your number one special game? then they're more likely to do those every single time because it was their idea and not us telling them. So thank you guys so much for joining us. And like I said, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. SONYA@trainertainment.net, and I'd love to talk to you more in depth about it. And again, if you go into Trainertainment, use the Web 50, and he's ensuring me that it's 50% off that will be coming off. And we'd love to see you guys here in September. So everybody have a great day, and we will see you guys soon. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Brittany Betty, and I am the Regional Sales Director and Business Development Manager over at Betson Enterprises. Here at Betson, we are so excited to be a part of Trainertainment this year. For those of you who are unaware of Betson and what we do, we are the leading distributor of coin-operated equipment, and we are a family-owned business that has been around for 85 plus years. Please take a moment to watch a quick video on an introduction on the phased approach and turnkey solution we can offer you in your facility. Thank you so much for taking the time for watching. And if you have any questions and would like to reach out to me, I can be reached at my email at bbetty, BBETTI, at Betson, BETSON.com. Please feel free to reach out to me with any questions or needs you might have in the family entertainment industry, and I would be happy to assist you. Thank you and have a great day.
Are you looking for ways to maximize profits and consolidate systems and processes? Join the Party Center Software and Party Center Pay family. Our suite of solutions makes it easy for you to run your family entertainment center or event business. Our online party booking system makes booking parties and events a breeze. Our point of sale system, digital waivers, and reports will help you simplify steps for your staff and make your guest experience seamless. Our online store allows you to sell products, gift certificates, and other services anytime, even when you're sleeping. But it doesn't end there. All of the solutions mentioned connect with our payment processing platform, Party Center Pay, making it easier than ever to manage your business. Not only can Party Center Pay save you money by cutting out extraneous fees, but Party Center Pay makes it easy to take online deposits or full payments, and we even have a contactless payment option. Paired with our incredible support team and dedicated customer success managers, growing and managing your business has never been easier. Schedule a call with us today to learn more.
My wife and I, this is a partnership with her and I, so we both agreed that, in creating Scary Strokes, that we want to make sure that we have the best available of everything. Embed just seemed like the perfect fit. Like, it was pretty streamlined and had the point of sales and the software for the redemption, and it just seemed, natural to us. So we've been with Embed since the very beginning. And so when Embed, it was introducing the mobile wallet, it seemed like a good opportunity for us to jump on, and it's wonderful. I mean, you reload your card from it, you redeem your tickets from it. There's nothing not to like about it. I mean, it's very convenient. It's very clever for sure.
Empowering your employees to manage your redemption area with confidence can be a challenge. The redemption counter is often the last stop your customers make before leaving your facility. That's why we do everything we can to help your staff make that experience one worth returning for. Our service packages allow you to reap the benefits of expertise and customer support, no matter where your business is in its maturity. The Advanced and Pro service bundles are unmatched by any other redemption provider in the industry. They allow you to get the support you need when you need it. Gain confidence in your redemption program, knowing your employees are taking advantage of benefits like exclusive redemption training, regular planogram refreshes, product performance and spending reports, and much more. All accessible from an online portal customized to your business. Learn more at services.redemptionplus.com.